My name is Pastor Garth Hutchison, pastor Black Lake Baptist Church, and we've been there for 19 years, and I probably started preaching when I was 19 for the first time. Phil America came out of Phil, Michigan. I met Brother Rusty Chatfield, and he and Brother Rader had been thinking about a concerted effort in Michigan, passing out gospel tracts. And so we met on a prayer call, and I told him I wanted to be a gas station evangelist, and because of his tract holder, and he called me, we became friends, and I loved the idea, and we signed on board as soon as we heard about it. Phil America has impacted this preacher, my family, our entire church. We have people handing out gospel tracts that had never done this before. They're loaded with gospel tracts. We're filling restaurants. We're handing them out in parks. And it has the quantity of gospel tracts that we did in 1 week probably excelled what we'd done in 6 months or a year. It was that intense. I have handed out more gospel tracts than I ever have in my entire life. It has just been an immense blessing. My daughter-in-law gave a tract to a 12-year-old boy in Walmart. He went to the car. He read the gospel tract. He prayed and did what the tract said and trusted Christ as Savior. He told his grandfather, I want to go to church Sunday. He and his grandfather came to church. After his grandfather told me I had put Christ on the shelf for 40 years. They've been in our church now for 6 or 7 weeks, and this is direct fruit that was from this gospel tract, getting the gospel into the marketplace. One of the greatest challenges trying to get people involved is because Americans are so busy and churches are so structured where they have all their things and programs in place. Yet, this is the heart of our responsibility. I mean, the Great Commission is our single goal as a mobilized church. And we've become so used to not sharing the gospel publicly, and that it's really been hard to shake some preachers into willingness and some churches into activity because we've been so dormant. But we've seen God awaken and quicken scores and scores of churches. I'd like to encourage any preacher or church that is considering joining this gospel effort to take this seriously. It will give you a level of joy and gospel compliance. It'll energize your church. It'll bring you into obedience. It'll bring you into God blessing your church. And you'll have more joy. You will have more fruit. You will have more expectancy. And all that we're simply doing is striving together for the faith of the gospel.